Hi, Jessica here, Yoga for Everybody, representing Zen Active Sports. This week I'm back in the studio to present another one of my favorite standing yoga poses, the Warrior Two pose. Let's begin in a standing position and check in with our alignment, of course. Beginning with the bottoms of the feet, pressing evenly into the mat, feet hip-width apart, knees slightly bent, hips in a neutral position, keep that back nice and straight. Shoulders are down, away from the ears, so the chest can be open. Crown of the head lifts up to the sky. And then we can open up the fingers, reaching the hands down and away from the body. In this strong mountain pose, as we initiate that deep belly breathing pattern. When we're ready to start to transition to Warrior Two, we'll go ahead and turn the long way on the mat so that when we step one foot back, we can have both feet on the sticky mat. And again, I highly encourage the use of a yoga towel for extra support in this challenging standing pose. Again, experimenting with the distance between the feet. A wide stance is obviously going to be more challenging, both for your balance and your flexibility and your strength building. Okay, and also we want to check in with alignment of the heels of the feet, making sure that the heels are in a straight line. Now we'll turn the back foot out to a 45-degree angle before we put a bend in that front knee. I'm starting with the right knee. Okay, the difference between Warrior One and Warrior Two is the placement of the hips mainly. Okay, so if you remember in Warrior One, we kept the hips squared forward. But in Warrior Two, we're going to keep the hips squared to the side wall. Okay, so you'll feel more of a stretch in the inner thigh, which then leads to a tendency for that knee to curve in. So let's really make sure we're activating those inner thigh muscles and using them to keep the knee in alignment with the ankle. Okay, then we can keep the hands at the heart center or at the hips, or we can reach them out to the side in a T position for more of a challenge. Okay, then we'll turn the head to look towards the bent knee. So my right knee is bent, so I'm turning my head to look towards the right. Nice deep breaths here. Remembering, of course, to still evenly distribute the weight between all four sides of both feet. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. And you may want to take a peek back at the back arm. This back arm has a tendency to kind of float down, so we may want to take a quick peek at that arm just to make sure that we're staying nice and straight, evenly building strength in those arms and those shoulders today. One thing we can do to help build more strength in the arms is to utilize every muscle of the arms, all the way from the fingertips into the hands and the forearms, the biceps, the triceps, the shoulders, and the shoulder blades. They're all reaching out towards the side, okay, creating dynamic tension. It'll actually make those arms feel lighter because we're using more muscles to keep them up. When we're ready to come out of the pose, there's a couple different options that we have. The first is to just release the arms down, take the bend out of the front knee, and turn both feet forward. Okay, then we can just simply turn that left foot out, put a bend into that knee, make sure that back foot is a 45-degree angle, keep those hips square to the side, and we're in Warrior Two on the other side. Okay, another option that we have, if you wanted to take a little more of a break between sides, is just like in Warrior One. We can place a hand on the wall, we can bring both feet to the front of the mat, and take a breath or two, shaking it out before we try it on the other side. Okay, either way, this is your practice, so do what feels best for you, and then we'll check in with our alignment in the Warrior Two pose on the other side. Okay, checking in with the feet, the heels of the feet, the bend in the knee. Okay, a lot of people have a tendency to bend and lean forward, okay, but instead we want to bend and lean back. So if you're feeling like more of a challenge and this isn't a big enough of a bend in the knee, it's not feeling as challenging as you want it to be today, then instead of going forward with your weight, you want to come back and just take a wider stance. So then you can put a bend in the knee even deeper and maintain alignment of the joints. Okay, for a nice even stretch. And then again, either keeping the hands at the heart center or the hips, or back in that T position. And this time, we'll bring the head to look out towards the left fingertips. Keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, the chest open, crown of the head lifting up to the sky, and the chin should be up. Sometimes we have a tendency to drop the chin here, but let's make sure the chin is up so the neck stays nice and straight. After 3 to 5 deep breaths, we can either lower the arms and turn the feet back to the center, work our way back to a standing position, or put a hand on the wall, slowly step both feet together, and make our way to a standing position. Either way, whatever feels best for you today. Thanks for practicing the Warrior Two pose with me here on Zen Active Sports. Be sure to stay tuned each and every week for more tips and videos at www.zenactivesports.com. Thanks again for practicing with me. Namaste.